My name is Sydney. I'm here, new to Charlotte, straight from New York City. I've only been here for about not even a year. My goal is I'm looking for the woman of my life, my future lady. Where are you? That's what I'm looking for. I just want to let you know I've been establishing so many different things, touching ground. As soon as I touch ground out here, I have a lot of things moving and shaking. I want to know if you want to shake with me though. That's the real question. But listen, where you at? I only have 2 deal breakers. One of my deal breakers is really, you must have emotional intelligence. If you ain't got that, you can't get in tune with me. So let me know what you want, because that's the type of time I'm on. With me? Let's do it.
Welcome to MEET2MARRY.
All right. So we got Sydney up here, man. And I see somebody said, has he been on Pop the Balloon? Yeah, I learned from Grown Men Talking, GMT, that yes, he was on Pop the Balloon twice so far. You know, but stay tuned. There may be more. Y'all know how I am in regards to fashion. This is not my style at all. I'm a traditional guy. And so when I seen him come out like this, I was like, man, this dude got a whole leather suit on. This is crazy. But it's not up to me. It's up to the women if they like it. So even though I wouldn't wear it, I went to the comment section. And when the video was first posted, there were some women that were defending him. They were saying, hey, man, I like the outfit. But then as the comments started to roll in, there was more women saying, hey, I'm not feeling that outfit. So that's why I put in the title, you know, the flying flashy guy. And he's also from New York. New York guys tend to be a little bit more flashier with the way they dress. Or they tend to be a little bit more eccentric, or they take more risk, I would say. Outside of Los Angeles, I would say. I think New York is right up there. I think it's considered like the fashion capital. So in New York, this may go. But for me personally, I'm not wearing that at all. So I don't know how y'all feel about that outfit, but he seems to love it. He rocking it. Again, it's not up to me. I'm a grown-ass man. He don't care what the hell I got to say. But if I was advising somebody about how to dress on a date show, this would not be it.
My guy, Sid.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? It is a pleasure.
Thank you for having me
on the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, man. So I see your fashion, man.
Yeah,
you out
a little.
I love it though.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I love it, man.
Thank you.
Where are you from? Just the fashion alone. I know where you from.
I'm from New York City.
From New York City.
You know, that's where the fashion all begins. So yeah, I'm from New York City.
What part of New York?
I'm actually from the Bronx, but I lived upstate New York.
I'm sorry to hear
within the last 10 years.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm from New York City, but I lived upstate New York for the past, about 10 years. Okay. And then I just recently moved to Charlotte. So I've been in Charlotte for about a year.
You've been in Charlotte for about a year?
About 1 year.
How do you like it?
I'm loving it. I'm learning a lot. I'm connecting with just the community and just the culture here. So It's really nice.
Right. Yeah. Okay, beautiful, man. It's good to hear that, man.
Thanks.
So, welcome to the show. Are you ready to meet some of these beautiful ladies that we have lined up for you?
Yes.
Let's welcome Aisha to the stage. Welcome, Aisha.
Hey,
Aisha, how are you?
She's in the
brown
building.
skin.
Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Yes. So I'm new to Charlotte. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you. I've been in Charlotte for about a year.
Hold on, let me get this.
Okay, fellas, you got any comments? Send in that super chat. What you think about Aisha? Nice brown skin, pretty smile from what I saw. What y'all think, young brothers?
They didn't even wait for my introduction.
Oh,
that's what we call chemistry right off the bat. Go ahead, y'all got this.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Sydney, by the way. I apologize. Yes. Very nice to meet you. I'm new to Charlotte.
Okay.
I understand that you are from Africa?
Yeah, West Africa.
Oh, what part?
Mali.
Hey.
Mali. So I have a lot of friends and
I've been to Mali. I've been to 12 different countries in Africa, and Mali was actually one of them. So, oh man, so great country.
Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, I believe it's called, and Ghana.
Oh, that's
So it's very nice to meet you.
from out there as well?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm American. I'm from New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wanted to learn a little bit about you. Would you tell me a little bit about yourself?
So I'm from Philly. I was born and raised in Philadelphia. Both of my parents are African though, so that's why I rep the country. That's
Got you.
West Africa for sure. I'm 31.
Okay.
I'll be 32 next Saturday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy early birthday.
I have an 11-year-old boy.
Okay.
He currently lives in Atlanta with his dad right now.
Okay, so she got an 11-year-old buckaroo living in Atlanta right now. So basically what I want you guys to watch is the conversation amongst the three, with the three women, because there's going to be something that I'm going to point out at the end here. This is why I like MEET2MARRY, because I'm going to explain. So I can't wait to get to it, but watch this. This is going to be great. Here we go.
Got you.
I have about 3 jobs and I have my own business as well.
Nice. What type of business?
I do lash extensions and body waxing.
Okay. Nice.
So everybody always has a gang of jobs. I don't know if y'all noticed it on Pop the Balloon.
And what do you do?
I'm a content creator. I'm a model. I'm a landscaper. I'm a professional pigeon trainer. I'm a poodle groomer. I'm a basketball player in the Wednesday night church league. Pickleball player on Tuesday nights. I'm a hot air balloon salesman. I'm a car salesman.
But I'm starting to get used to that because, in the military, 1st and 15th, we get the paycheck and we, used to living off of one check. But I see now that a lot of civilians have a lot of different jobs. I'm a retired military, so I consider a civilian now. But yeah, it's just weird to hear. So let's continue. Fair use.
My background, currently I own a small dental practice here in Charlotte, and a roadside company here, which is also based in New York City. So I moved out here originally to, expand the business, and I have family out here as well. So.
Okay, so, and I see some comments about the kid. So let's just set the table here. He has one daughter, I believe. Yes, he has one daughter. So that kind of cancels each other out. So if she has a kid, he has a kid. Brady Bunch it or whatever. So just to be clear, let's continue.
It's doing really well, and I'm just really connecting with what's going on here.
That's great. How long have you been out here?
Just 1 year. I just been here 1 year, and I'm trying to find my favorite lady. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. And so the other thing is too, and I want to make it clear, like I really am diverse with the way I dress.
Okay.
So I love the fact that you're from Philly.
Yes, I am.
Because they have beards and all the other.
Yes, I know.
And I cut mine down a little bit, but
It's still there,
right?
It's still there.
But yeah, so I'm a man that wear many hats. I could definitely put on a suit. I could dress down. I could dress up. It's whatever it is. And so tonight I was just thinking, whoever that favorite lady might be, I'm ready to, go somewhere. You see what I'm talking about?
Switch it up. Yes,
she understands, ladies and gentlemen, and I like that.
So real quick, and I didn't link this in here because GMT does a great job of doing the interviews after the show, and I actually watched the ones with her on there. Shout out to GMT. But her energy in regards to his outfit is completely different than what she was saying on the review. She was basically saying that she didn't like his outfit.
What about you, Aisha? What was your thoughts on his fashion trip?
Immediately, I felt like he was trying to show off his outfit. Like he just was a brand, like a what they call him, like a brand junkie. Like he wanted to show every brand he had on when he came.
But here you cannot tell. It seems like everything is all good. So he kind of left this conversation thinking that she was feeling the outfit because he said he is well diverse in what he wears. But this outfit is wild work to me. But she seems like she likes it. But she was saying something different on the, on the interview.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
37?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you on. We will call you back up shortly.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Let's welcome our next contestant, Tisha.
Tisha.
There goes the lovely Tisha.
I love the red. How are you?
I'm good.
My name is Sydney. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, beautiful teeth.
Oh, wow.
I love this. I love teeth. I love teeth. So my back.
Okay, fellas, what you think? We got Tisha here with that nice red on.
background. Well, currently I own a small dental practice here in Charlotte.
Okay.
I'm new here. Been here for about maybe a year now.
Okay.
So when the teeth came, I just love teeth. I love the fact that, you know, the women specifically here in Charlotte seem like you really take really good care of yourselves. And
I'm not sure if this young man is a dentist because he owns a dental practice. There are people that can own a dental practice and they'll allow licensed dentists to work in there or whatever. I'm not sure if he's a dentist. So, I mean, I got to do a little bit more research on that. But he does own a dental practice.
yeah, I love that. So if you like, could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm 39.
Okay.
I have a daughter. She's 4. And I've been in Charlotte for about 10 years.
Okay.
Originally from
4?
Spartanburg, South Carolina. So not far.
Okay.
Stereo 85. But yeah, I'm just excited to be here. Oh, sorry. Excited to be here and get to know a little bit more about yourself.
That's nice. That's nice. So you've been here for 10 years.
Yes.
And what line of work are you
I'm
in?
an accountant.
Okay, so she knows her numbers.
I do.
Sound like a thinker, someone who really is methodical, really can think things through, organized.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, so it's really been a lot of growth, a lot of opportunities, and I'm just happy to be on the show because I'm looking for my favorite lady. Just like it's time for me to kind of bring everything together and just really.
What's going on here is he's dominating the conversation. He's not bouncing questions back and forth. He's giving out his somewhat of a resume saying, hey, this is what I do. This is where I'm from. And he's, kind of talking too much. So when you're first meeting a woman, young man, and I'm specifically talking to you guys, you want to bounce the conversation back and forth. You don't want to give out too much information and become too talkative. You want the woman to be the one that's going to be talkative. You need to remain somewhat of a mystery unless she asks certain questions. Okay? So he's kind of dominating the conversation and she's trying to jump in as much as possible. So watch that young man on the dating market when you're, communicating with women.
I'm from a large family, by the way. I have 8 sisters.
Wow.
I know. I knew I was going to get the
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
So the wow is a big thing for me because I think it gives me a lot of balance when it comes to dealing with women and understanding your emotional needs and just being a good listener.
Dominating
They all
the
come with different
conversation.
personalities, all of my sisters.
Okay.
And so I think that that's a plus for me, being to be able to understand and how to connect.
So I have something to add to that. I come from a large family as well, not really immediate, but my mom is one of 12.
Oh, wow.
And one of the 12 had 12. So I have 41 first cousins.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
And we're all
You ready
close.
for a large family?
We're all really close.
I'm wondering how your Thanksgiving was, but go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah. Thanksgiving is an event.
Okay. Nice.
Just sit me outside. I'm good.
So, and real quick, and I'm glad she jumped in. That's a large family or whatever. But, sometimes when I post videos where I'm critiquing the guys, I get men in the comments and they'll complain about, oh man, well, he needs to be, talking to these women like that. I'm like, bro, the only way that we can learn is if we learn from certain mistakes that men do. That's why I put myself out there and explain certain mistakes that I've made in the past. So when you see me put out videos where I'm somewhat using men as an avatar or using them as examples, that's the only way that we'll all learn together. I cannot continue to put out videos of, just talking about women when we're trying to help men as well. So when you see me put out a video about a guy being a crash out at 47 years old, I have to use him as an example to teach young men what not to do. Okay? So don't get offended and don't, get in the comments, oh man, medium man simping. No. How else we gonna learn? And this is one of the reasons why I'm using this guy. It's nothing against him. It's just the fact that some of these things need to be exposed so we can make ourselves better men, moving forward. These are things that I learned when I was younger, and I'm just trying to pass it on. And luckily for us, we have the social media that will, have certain situations like this where we can teach both, young men and young women. Okay. And also, older guys, if you haven't been, on the dating market like that. But yeah, that's the reason why I always do videos about guys, because I put myself out there before. So, hey, we all got to learn. Okay. So just if you're new to my channel, be prepared for that. Yes, you're going to get some videos where we talk about the women and try and educate men on what to look for, what not to look for. But you're also going to get some content where we're calling out the guys. And my thoughts are completely different than most of the content creators in these male-centric spaces. I'm trying to teach you guys how to be distinguished gentlemen over here, and when to use your aggressiveness, physicality, things of that nature. Every conversation doesn't have to involve you going off on a woman. And I'm trying to teach y'all that. Military taught me that. You just can't be go at, every day. You got to, regulate, your emotions and how you respond to certain things. So I'm a little bit different. So certain things that you guys may, think is simping because you've been listening to certain content creators, it's just being a distinguished gentleman. Okay. And being a distinguished gentleman does not mean that you are less dangerous than the guy who is boisterous. Okay. So just keep that in mind.
We will call you back up in a few.
Okay.
but
Awesome.
thank
Nice
so
seeing you,
much.
Sydney.
Pleasure as well.
Thank you.
All right. Let's welcome our next contestant, Danielle.
Danielle.
Well, hello.
Look now, I stopped it right here. Again, that beautiful skin, the hair looks amazing, nice smile, got that glisten on the lips. Let's get to it.
Oh,
Hi.
Hello, Danielle. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
My pleasure. My name is Sydney. It's nice to meet you. Just start laughing. Nice to meet you. Yeah. So just a little bit about myself. I'm new to Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only been in Charlotte for about a year.
Oh, okay.
But I'm originally from New York City.
I hear the accent.
Oh, you hear it?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
All right. So yeah, I hear people say that all the time. I hear this accent. I don't hear it.
I don't hear it.
It's
either.
there.
I don't know
It's
what
there.
accent.
How long you been?
Okay, so we got Danielle right here. Now, I know what guys are going to say, but let me just go ahead and set the table. I just put out a video where we were talking about Black women and their body standards and how they feel about themselves, and they have higher self-esteem than white women. And we also know that Black men play a part in that. I'm not saying the majority of Black men are like this, but there are more Black men than white, Asian, Hispanic men that like women who are a little bit thicker. And I always get corrected in the comment section when I put out videos discussing plus size women. Men will be in the comments saying, nah, man, send her over to me. So there are a small percentage of Black men, but more than other men that like plus size women.
So we do have an unpop balloon over here. Your name and age, and why do you have your balloon unpopped?
Oh, okay. Demetrius, 37. Oh, I got it pop because I got a theory. I ain't gonna lie. She 180, she a lady. 210 let me in, and I ain't gonna hold you. She all, I mean, that's why I work out. Yeah.
Right. Well then, is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match! I'll take this mic, and you guys can go on up, make some noise for them!
So that's why, she's on the show, because sometimes men may like that. Or there's another aspect to that. So let's get to it. Oh, yeah. Now, again, I'm not a fan of the cheetah print. I don't like it at all. So
In Charlotte.
I've been here. My anniversary is actually in November.
You have an anniversary?
Yeah, it's 1 year anniversary, pretty much. Yeah, come on. I'm celebrating being here.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I've been here for about a year, and it's been a really great experience. I mean, even just today, like the weather, like I've never experienced a November, December with it really feeling so warm. So it really,
This warm to you?
This is warm to me.
I'm freezing.
I mean, in New York, it's snowing right now. It's snowing right now in New York. So,
okay.
I love that. I mean, I'm a man of many hats. So in the winter, at least in New York, we get a chance to wear like polo jackets, and we switch up a little. So I wanted to move my business here. So
What business you do?
So now she's doing a great job of inserting herself into the conversation. And like I told you guys, sometimes when you're an over talker or you're a guy who dominates conversations, you get a woman like her that'll be like, hey, I'm noticing that. Let me put myself in here. Okay, so I think she's doing a good job of that.
that's where it's been. Okay, so about yourself. Come on.
Yes,
See, she's like, man, it's about time you asked me about myself. Brother, you got to watch that. Young men, pay attention.
Yes, well, I was born and raised in Houston, Texas.
You see the hands,
okay,
right?
look,
There you go.
And I heard that she said Houston, Texas.
Houston, look, you heard the accent a little bit.
Shout out to Houston.
Shout out to Houston.
Yes, but so I moved to Charlotte about like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Just to follow my dreams. I do own my own hair business, Touched by Elohim. So follow me on Instagram.
Nice.
And just I want to own my own hair salon one day.
Okay.
And just I really want to use the space, just like a multi-purpose space for like a safe space for Black people.
There we go.
I know Charlotte is a predominantly Black city, but it seems like we don't have a lot of real estate or a lot of space for those individuals. So I want to use my hair salon for that as well.
Okay.
So yeah, but me and my two best friends, we just upped and moved here and just living our best life.
It's like
so
that now.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I just like to have fun. I've been going to church. So
There you go.
so I need a man of God. So okay, that's a top priority.
Okay, so let's ask that.
Yeah.
Are you a man of God?
Absolutely.
Again, that dress is not flattering at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a bigger woman, you should wear flowing clothing, like a flowing dress. So, when you wear those tight dresses, you get that fold where your stomach is. So I always tell, plus size women, hey, some things just ain't for you. And I'm, even though I'm not a fan of the leopard print, the dress, it could have been better, in my opinion. Ladies, let me know, what would you suggest for her?
I like doing things that are adventurous. I spend a lot of time. It's a lot of time. I don't know if I want to say it like that, but I do spend a lot of time in the gym.
Oh, okay.
So pretty nice little body under this little jacket here. Yeah. But I love the gym. I do spend time in it. I don't think I'm a gym rat, but I do enjoy being in the gym. I think that I burn a lot of energy, and it gives me a chance to really kind of like unwind and kind of really think about what my next step is going to be. So I think that that's a good thing. That's some things that I've learned even for myself this year. Gives me a chance to really sit back. Like if I don't work out, then I'm gonna run all over the place. So burn that energy a little bit. It allows me to sit down and get focused.
So kudos to that brother for actually bringing up the gym, because he was actually trying to do something there without saying it. And I don't know if you guys caught it. He was mentioning the gym because he wanted her to chime in about her weight and her being overweight. So while he brings up the gym, like, yeah, man, I go to the gym all the time. What she should have said was like, hey, I know I need to lose a few pounds, but since you're in the gym, you could teach me. I'll start going to the gym with you and you can hold me accountable. And some guys will be open to that. They may not be attracted to overweight or obese women, but if she's open to losing weight and he likes her conversation, he may take her on and be like, you know what? I think she's a cool woman. I'm going to take her to the gym since she's open to going to the gym. She just needed an accountability partner. And while we go to the gym, we can get to know each other, follow her on her journey, so on and so forth. But she didn't jump in. I'm pretty sure she was kicking herself like, hey, man, if I would have just said, hey, I need to lose a few pounds, so can you teach me or whatever. But sometimes you have to be, mindful of that as women. But that was her chance to jump in, but she didn't. I think that was one of the parts of their conversation where she failed, in my opinion.
I mean, for real, I just want somebody to have the same intention. And we just glow up together. I like going to basketball games and concerts. And I want to make sure she look good and I look good for her and I represent her to the fullest. So, yeah.
So he brought up, she looked good. So, again, that was a chance for her to jump in and be like, yeah, I need to lose a couple of pounds, but a missed opportunity, in my opinion.
By the way, I have one of the things that allowed me to invest in some of these businesses was I do have a very amazing resume, I would say, with working with celebrity talent.
Y'all get it? He giving up too much information. She didn't ask that. He's inserting himself into the conversation by himself. Nobody answered that. Ask her some questions, man. And I hope y'all learning, because I know people may be in the chat. Yeah, he's a confident man. I get that, brother. But you're trying to get to know her. You're talking about resumes and the people that you know. She didn't ask for that. That time could have been spent on discussing what she's, what she wants to do. You haven't given her room to even explain anything.
I'm liking the eye contact too, man.
Okay.
Loving it. All right. So it was a pleasure having you on.
Thank
we
you.
will call you back up
Thanks,
in a
pleasure.
few.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome.
She has a beautiful smile. And I told you, I'm probably one of the few guys that can separate a woman being obese and her being pretty. I think this woman is very pretty, but she just needs to lose weight. That's all it is. And I'm pretty sure she knows that. She doesn't strike me as the type of woman that's like, take me as I am or whatever. Her personality was very bright. She made eye contact. She cares about her appearance, hair done, smiling, teeth. So yes, I'm pretty sure she's open to getting help to lose weight. She doesn't seem to be like one of those combative ass women. It's like, yeah, take me at 300 pounds and you got, no. She seems a little bit different. But if you guys notice, the conversation was a little bit different with the woman who was plus size. I think it went better than the other conversations, in my opinion. Even though the other women were smaller than her, I think he said, and also GMT said, hey, man, I think, this conversation was great, the eye contact. And this was the part where I wanted to explain to plus size women and also to men what particularly happens when a woman is plus size and she's on the dating market. They have to get better at certain areas that prettier women or skinnier women don't have to. You know that old saying where guys are saying that pretty women don't have to have a personality because they've never been told no, or they've never been rejected, so they don't have to be nice. But as a bigger woman, you have to develop certain traits to compensate for your weight. And I think she does an amazing job of, doing that. Outside of the dress and is not fitting very well, I think she was very, well spoken for herself.
That's where I lost my sight.
Bingo.
What's going on here? Sorry.
So that was Rutger Hauer in the movie Blind Fury. So he's blind. He lost his eyesight while he was in the war. So he became like a ninja of some sorts. And his sentences were very heightened after he lost his eyesight. So he had to get better in order to navigate the world. And you see him beating up some street thugs, some street toughs, or whatever with his little stick or whatever. So you get better. Now this is the scene from Ninja Scroll with the blind ninja. Here we go. Look, his senses are heightened. He's listening now. He can hear everything.
Stay on and keep rocking, please. I feel sorry for them blind men. They ain't seeing these.
So Jubei, the guy in the brown, he's a star of the show. He brought the blind ninja into the bamboo woods because he thought that would be to his advantage because the guy is blind. But he didn't understand that his other senses were very heightened, so he knows how to navigate these situations, and it didn't actually work in his favor. But, I mean, of course, he ended up besting them. So here we go. See that?
Stay on and keep rocking, please. I feel sorry for them blind men. They ain't seeing these.
All right. So again, like I said, Jubei ended up winning, but you guys see the blind swordsman, he was able to, put up a good fight, even though he was blind. And that's how I like to compare, the blind plus size theory. When women are plus size, they tend to be, they have better personalities. You guys notice that because even the young woman that I did a video on, she said that most of her relationships came from men who are her friends first. And that's what tends to happen until guys sully the woman and y'all end up sneaking in with these plus size women, even though you're not attracted enough to them to take them outside. And that's one of the complaints that a lot of plus size women have. Yeah, men want to sleep with me, but they don't want to take me out. So that's why I think the conversation with the plus size woman was better than the other two. But as you guys are going to see, how this plays out, what actually matters to most men.
I think the last one, I had a lot of chemistry with her. I think that it opened up to more of a conversation.
Yeah.
The second one was really more of she seemed a little more poised or like really mature. Gave me a lot of eye contact.
Tisha.
And then the first one, I love the culture. I mean, I love women. I love a great, strong woman, but I definitely love an African-American woman, someone who know their roots.
Right.
And even the second one knew her roots. See, she's like 41. I'm like, wow. Being that I connected with all three, I may have to go with what the physical connection would be at this point.
Ladies, are you paying attention? Physical.
Okay, makes sense.
And I think if I go in that area, I may have to eliminate the last one off of the physical, only because they all three are connected on a strong level on all three.
Okay.
But just physically, I may want to go with one of the other two. No, man.
Okay. So.
All right. So let me stop there. So this is why I like when the ladies are here, because you guys just learned something. If that young woman was in shape, he absolutely would have picked that woman. No questions asked, because he even said the conversation was better with her. But the only thing that stopped her from getting a match or getting a man is her physical appearance. So that's why it's important for you guys to stay in shape. I'm not telling you to become Miss Olympia. Just be in shape, be fit, because it's going to hinder you on the dating market. And this is not just him. Use him as an avatar. But I'm talking about any man that you're physically attracted to and you would like to know, but you're a plus size woman. This is what tends to happen. This will be the ultimate deal breaker. You can be the nicest woman in the world. You can have a great personality, as she did. But if you're overweight, most, not all, most men will disqualify you based off of your appearance. So that's why it's important for you guys to get in shape so you can have more options. Now, I'm not saying that there's a guarantee that you're going to get the man that you desire or it's going to open you up to all these high earning men. All I'm saying is you're going to have more options and more men are going to consider you for, a relationship, a realistic relationship and not a situationship. Okay. So this is a lesson that ladies can learn. Hopefully you took it. Let's continue.
Yeah. So before we get started,
self.
I wanted to ask you how did you feel about Sydney?
Oh, I really like him. I think he's a good guy. I think you have a good head on your shoulders. And yeah.
Okay. And for you, my guy, how did you feel about Danielle?
I think Danielle is very beautiful. She sounds fun. She sounds she really fun, have a lot of good energy. I love the spirit. I love your spirit. I love the fact you ask questions about God. And so that's a huge thing for me as well.
Okay. So unfortunately, though, he did not choose to go with you. Would you like to explain to her why?
It's just, I think that maybe there was a slight more chemistry connection with the other ladies. But as far as just the way you communicate, your eye contact, everything else, it was a real tough decision. We only know each other for a couple of seconds, right? Yeah.
Choose what's best for you.
Right. So I guess, I have to make some sort of choice. Right. So that's pretty much what it is.
Well, I'm happy for.
Okay. So, and this is actually a lesson for the ladies again. You see how he just lied? But he was lying because he didn't want to hurt the woman. He didn't want to just outright say that I popped on you because of your physical appearance. He was like, I just felt a deeper connection with the other two women. Sometimes men will omit certain things because they don't want to hurt you. So that's pretty much what just happened there. So, some people can look at that as a negative trait because we do need to start telling women, especially black men, we need to start telling our women that they do need to lose weight. But in this case, I can definitely understand because he likes her. He thinks she cool. I think she cool. But yeah, he kind of just was like, yeah, I felt that. And that's shout out to him. So, okay, let's continue.
For you,
Oh,
and
thank
I
you.
hope you have fun. Okay.
We will have you back on Meet to Marry.
Okay, no
As a
problem.
man to meet
Thank you.
your lucky
Thank you,
loved one.
guys.
So,
It's very nice to meet you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, so let's bring Tisha back to the stage. What is good?
Hey, Tisha. How are you?
Good. All right,
Good.
so,
Hey, nice to meet you again.
Before we move forward, got a question for you. How'd you feel about Sydney?
Sydney, I think you're a really nice gentleman. You seem like you have the whole package. You're driven. You're all about growth. You have a family already, and that was one thing I wanted, someone who already had a child. So, yeah.
Okay.
You into sales too? No. Just skip on there. Wow.
Okay, so how did?
Wait, I got to stop it right there. Again, shouts out to GMT for doing the interviews after the show. Her energy completely changed on that interview because right there, you would assume that she was attracted to the young man and she wanted to get to know him. But when they did the interview, it was completely different. She was saying that she was not attracted to him. She didn't like him.
What was your thoughts when you walked around that corner and you saw him for the first time?
Can I be a little honest? Was that my first time seeing him?
Was it? Did you see him before? When did you see him?
You don't remember?
No. I'm sorry.
Okay, that makes sense that you don't remember that. So you showed me his picture in Dallas, and I told you that I wasn't attracted to him.
I don't remember that at all. Yo, if I would have known that, if I would have remembered that, I wouldn't even have put you in front of him. My bad.
As soon as I turned that corner and saw him, I was like,
Mingo!
And I'm like, man, if you're going to keep that same energy, you got to keep the same energy on the show. So now he's under the impression, so he could possibly be offended if he watched the interview and he's like, well, that's not what you said on the show. And it may lead him to believe that there is some hurt feelings after being, disqualified from being chosen. And that was on both women's part. So I have to call them out on that. You guys did not seem like you weren't attracted to this guy on the show, but on that interview, both y'all asses was like, oh man, I didn't like him. Hey, he not cool. I saw it. I caught y'all asses. Yeah. Let's continue.
Did you feel about?
I think you're very beautiful.
Well, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Take care.
All right.
Pleasure. Take care.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Aisha.
Well, hello.
She kind of looks like the girl from Class Act, the love interest. I don't know if y'all remember Wedge. That was his girlfriend at first. And then Duncan Penderhughes, i.e. Kid from Kid and Play, ended up taking her. Beautiful brown-skinned woman. And she also was in Boys in the Hood. She was Ricky's girlfriend who he had the kid with. She's always been gorgeous. Y'all look her up. I forgot her name, but she kind of reminds me of her.
How do you feel about it?
I like him. I feel like everything is good on paper. I'm willing to. I want to get to know you some more. I have more questions that I want to ask.
Okay. Sounds like you got a first date. All right, so let me not talk too fast. All right, so how do you feel about Aisha?
Aisha is very beautiful, and I love someone that understands and know their culture. And you also mentioned 3 jobs.
Yeah.
What do those work hours look like? What's your availability?
Right now, I just make time because I literally work every day. Like, I just make time.
Okay. So, moving forward.
You see that? She work every day, but she says she'll make time. But it's a red flag to some guys. Here we go.
Is this a connection from you to Sid?
Yeah, I'm willing to explore.
Okay. And how about you, Sid? Is this a connection from you to Aisha?
I think I'm a hold dog.
Huh?
I think I'm a hold dog. I like someone that has time for me,
All right. Now, he was really low. He was like, I think I'm going to hold off. So he finally said, I just want somebody who has time for me. And that's, a fair reason to disqualify a woman. I would say that, right? But he just wasn't as boisterous as he should be. Now, again, I want to call out this young lady because that was her chance to be like, no, I'm not really feeling him. I'm going to go ahead and, try my options elsewhere. But she said, yeah, I want to get to know him. Now, when you go back to the interview that they did after the show, her energy completely changed. Now on the interview, she was like, nah, I don't like him. I never liked him. I didn't think he was cool or whatever. Caught your asses again. So that's why there's a little bit of disdain that you may have for being disqualified by this man. And I caught your asses because that was your chance to be like, nah, I'm not really feeling him. But you was ready to go, but then he popped or disqualified. Now now you mad.
Like the reason why I moved here to Charlotte is because I set up certain accounts which allow me the freedom.
Right.
I love her entrepreneurial. She got it, but I need somebody who's gonna have time for me.
Well, okay, I am so sorry that you did not find a connection today for the both of you, but we will have you back.
Yes,
right?
thank you.
So thank you so much for joining
Thank you for having me. Nice meeting you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure. Well, y'all, thank you so much for watching Meet to Marry. We will see y'all